Hello everybody, it is Friday afternoon with Crackpot. It's about 3 o'clock, Friday afternoon, February the 25th, I think now. I'm home. There's the trailer in the truck, the garage and the house, and me, and the munchkin. Going for a bit of a walk. Not going to be talking too much about Ottawa and all that nonsense at the moment, because of course I'm home now. It's nice to take a bit of a break. But I thought, I've had a lot of people saying, where the heck did the name Crackpot Farmer come from? Because that is an awfully strange name for a person to be, doing news type updates and stuff from. Well, it didn't start that way. See, when I left home, the Crackpot Farmer on Facebook had like 1,600 followers. Because I started it as a way to show people what we did on our farm. And why our farm is not called Crackpot Farms. Actually, it's something quite different. But anyways, we do things a little bit differently. We're trying to get into regenerative agriculture and get away from inputs and what kinds of things. And we have run cows as well, so we're trying to integrate the cows with the grain. It's all very complicated. But anyways, a neighbor commented to another neighbor about something we had done in one of our fields, and they said, oh, that's just another one of their crackpot ideas. And the name stuck, hence the name Crackpot Farmer. So the page used to be, I would write essays essentially and take pictures of the things we were doing and why we were doing them. And I post sometimes every couple months, sometimes twice a week, just kind of whenever I could, on what we were doing on the farm and why we were doing it. And then I use that platform, because a lot of my friends from home are on it, I use that platform to update people on my trip to Ottawa as we were on our way there, and it just kind of exploded from there. But anyways, so it's Crackpot Farming because I actually am on a farm. This is a portion of our main farmyard. So I'm actually a farmer by trade. This is what I do. So the farm is me and my wife and my parents. And the farm covers about 7,500 acres total. Just shy of 4,000 acres is cultivated for crop. And then we have 130 beef cows as well. And so I went to school, as did my dad, for agriculture stuff. He went and took ag mechanic, I believe, back when he went to school. And I went and took crop technology. It was a 2-year diploma course to be better at, what I do now. And so I am working on becoming the manager of the grain operation. I do a good portion of the labor on the grain operation, and I do almost all of the maintenance on all the machinery that we have. My dad is the primary manager of all the cattle stuff and he makes final call on most of the cropping decisions that we do. But he doesn't do quite as much work on the cropping side and stuff anymore as he's getting older, and younger ambitious child is kind of sort of inadvertently pushing him out. But so that's kind of sort of how it's all set up. My wife actually went to college with me, took animal science technology, and so she is trained to take care of all things animals as well, but because she's raising her own animal child, she doesn't have quite as much time to be involved in the animal side of things anymore, so she's not helping with management quite as much as she used to, but still helping when we're handling cows and chasing and those kind of things, and helping make some management decisions, but she also is preoccupied. So, family farm, those are the kind of things that we do. It is now late February. I usually spend most of the winter in the shop working on machinery because we're a smaller farm, we run older machinery. Most of the stuff is older than I am. So I spend a lot of time fixing and building and whatnot. And so I have a lot of catching up to do. Here's my favorite tractor, I missed her. That's how we clear snow. So I got a lot of work to do next little while, trying to get caught up on all that stuff. Getting fertilizer ordered for next year and making sure we have all the parts and things we need. And I have no money to do it with because we had a crazy drought last year. Had not a whole lot of rain and an unbelievable pile of heat to go with it. So we got like 25% of the grain we usually harvest. So we're financially sitting in a pretty poor way, but we shall persevere and carry on. So what the Crackpot's going to look like going forward, we're not entirely sure. My parents have ambitions now of kind of being a part of it as well, with their own content. I have to decide what I want to do because I'm a farmer. I'm not an influencer. I don't like spending time on my computer, so I'm not going to be, spending lots of time editing videos and making all kinds of complicated things. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to follow up with it. So it's probably going to be more videos like this, 5 minutes or less, of things that happen on the farm. I'm just not sure how often we'll be posting, how many platforms we'll be on, or anything like that. We have a lot of figuring out to do what it's going to look like going forward, but we will be here in some capacity explaining what happens on our farm, and I'm sure I'll still be involved in this freedom movement for the foreseeable future, so we'll be keeping people updated on that in some capacity. So just a bit of an overview of things and what we'll be looking like going forward. We'll talk to you guys again sometime soon.